What do you say, Patrick? You're a hard man to catch up with there, boy.
I can say the same thing about you, Billy. I suppose you know you're going to have to buy Murphy a new back bar mirror.
Oh, now, Patrick, that ain't right. Just because the old mirror got away with little old bullets.
When Tundle pays you the first of the month, either you get Murphy a new mirror, or you can expect me to come looking for you.
Yeah, you're such a trusting soul where I'm concerned there, boy. Anyway, I saved you the trouble. I paid Murphy this morning for that mirror. I'm just having some fun. You know. Hey, Patrick! Wait up! Wait a minute! Why are you going all slicked up?
Huh? Oh, it's Sunday, I'm paying a social call.
You had a social call. You? Boy, one time I ever seen you slicked us for a funeral or a wedding. Oh, wait a minute. Don't this road run right past the Oberon place in Teresa?
Really, mind your own business.
Well, you mean you ain't going past the Oberon place?
Why this sudden interest in my affairs?
Well, I just seems to me like a fellow your age ought to start thinking about the future. And Teresa is a pretty gal in these parts.
Yeah, that's true, but I don't need your help, Billy.
Yeah, well, I wouldn't say that. I've seen some fiddle-footed cowhands where girls are concerned, boy, but you...
Yeah?
Well, if you ain't going to see Teresa, I will. Come on, hell,
Phelan, get this stuff in the wagon.
You have no respect, not even for God.
It's racist.
That's the trouble with your kind. You won't what you ain't got the strength to take.
Billy, call off your dog or you'll dig his grave.
Phelan, let the girl go. I'm within my rights, Garrett. Oberon built this place on my land.
There's a judge in a court of law in Lincoln. You know the road into town.
I don't need law, handle nesters.
There are three of you. Let's see you handle it, Bailey.
Stay out of this, Billy. Billy, if you don't have a deed to this land.
But I have. All registered and everything.
And the Oberons have been living here for better than a year. Why did you wait until today to put them off?
I don't have to explain to you, Garrett.
You'll explain it to me or Judge Ryder.
You don't scare me, Garrett. Neither does your reputation. Or your pal, Billy the Kid.
You care to prove that, Mr. Bailey?
Leave it alone, Billy. I'm waiting, Bailey.
I bought this land from Juan Ortego 3 days ago. Forgot he owned it. Part of a Spanish land grant.
But you hadn't forgotten.
I need grass, land, water. I take it where I find it. Don't allow nesters to stay on it.
You have to throw your weight around, don't you, Billy? If this is your land, you could have made the move without hurting them, but that isn't your way, is it?
Might be, if I was in love with Oberon's half-breed Mexican daughter, like you are.
What's holding you back?
It's all over with, Billy. Get him to a doctor. He isn't hurt bad.
You still don't scare me, Garrett. I'll see you again.
Got to kill him sooner or later, ain't you, Patrick? And why not sooner?
Pat, he's dead, Pat. His heart.
Well, I finished loading the wagon, Patrick.
I don't have to tell you how sorry I am, Teresa.
No, you do not have to say, Pat. I know what you feel, just as you know what is in my heart. My father was not a strong man. It was a mistake for us to come here. But this is what he always wanted. To stand on his own feet, to own his land, to use his hands in making a place for us. It came too late for him.
Teresa. It's not too late for us. I love you.
As I love you, Pat. But there is a shadow over us, a coldness. I feel it.
We can't be afraid of shadows. We have our lives to live, Teresa. Together, if you'll have me. I know this isn't the time or the place, but
I've been waiting for you to speak. But now,
I want you to marry me as soon as possible.
you must know my answer, Pat. I wish my father had been more like you, Pat. Strong. But it is over now, isn't it? I must go.
We better get started. It's getting late. You need some rest. Really, I'm taking Teresa into Lincoln. She'll stay with her uncle.
I'll ride just that far with you. What do you say, Patrick? Did you get Teresa settled?
Yeah. Yeah, she's resting now. Billy, I'm taking your advice. I've asked Teresa to marry me. She said yes.
Are you serious about getting married?
Yeah. As serious as I can ever be about anything.
Uh-huh. Well, she's too good for you and me, Patrick, but I think you'll make her happy. Unless Bailey kills you first.
That is my problem.
We're a lot alike, Patrick, you and me. The only difference is you learn to control your instincts, and I ain't.
That's all too true, Billy.
I saw Doc Pinfield today. He said Bailey'd been there. Doc dug your slug out of Bailey's shoulder. Doc also told me that Bailey'd be just about as good as new in a month. So the way I figure, one of you guys have to die in about a month. And I wouldn't want to bury a bridegroom.
Billy, it's still my problem. And until Bailey makes the first move, there is no problem. Remember that. I can do my own killing if it's necessary.
Even if it might be me someday, Patrick?
Even you, Billy.
Yeah, well, that sounds more like Pat Garrett. All right, I promise I'll leave Bailey alone if he don't try to start something. But if he does, I'll give you his ears for wearing present.
that shooting, boss.
Good enough to down Garrett?
The only man I ever saw do better was Billy the Kid.
How long have Garrett and the kid been pals?
Garrett knew Billy in Santa Fe. He was just 10 or 12 years old. I heard talk Garrett rode with him in Mexico.
Elsewhere, too. Garrett don't smell like a rose, either.
The way he wears that badge, you would never think he ran from one.
That's a mistake. The man that faces Garrett can't afford any. Garrett never ran from anything or anybody in his life.
That's his reputation. But I heard that John Wesley Hardin faced him down once in El Paso.
You're a fool if you believe that. Even knowing that Hardin is faster than Billy the Kid and Garrett, either one. Funny thing about gunfighters, they don't fight among themselves. Now take Billy and Pat Garrett, for instance. Sure, the odds are they'll shoot it out someday, but not soon. Not if they can head it off.
Maybe we ought to wait.
No. I don't know if Billy the Kid will back Garrett's play when the time comes. But if he does, I'll face him too.
The family man has more to worry about. Garrett's getting married tomorrow.
Tomorrow?
Yeah.
Well, that's as good a time as any. Oberon's girl will be a widow before she's a wife.
You look lovely, Teresa. It's sad.
Only in your eyes, Pat. And I am not sad. Tomorrow we will be married. Are you sure it is not just because you feel sorry for me?
No one could ever really feel sorry for a woman as beautiful as you are. Teresa, the only thing that puzzles me is why you could ever say yes to a man like me.
Because I love you, and because we share the same sadness always.
Why do you say that?
All my life I have walked in the shadow of sadness. My people call it Noche Triste, the sad night. It touches us always. I have known it so long I can recognize it in others, as when I see you with Billy.
There's nothing sad about Billy.
Or is it that you do not look, that you do not see?
This time I saw Billy, he was a skinny little kid running around the streets of Santa Fe in bare feet. Just seemed like he never got a break.
So you must give him one. I love you for that, too.
So long as you love me, I don't care why. Now let's talk about us. I've got a small ranch out of town. It isn't much, but one of these days we'll have the money to fix it up. Meanwhile, I've rented a house.
Our house? Oh, it sounds wonderful. Hold me tight, Pat. Tighter.
What brings you to town? A wedding?
Yeah, something like that. You sure you're going through this thing, Patrick? I mean, a man's been a bachelor as long as you have it all, you know.
Too long.
How come, I don't understand you waiting on your wedding day.
Only until noon, then I'm off for about 2 weeks. And, Billy, I don't like the idea of a chivalry on my wedding night.
Oh, no, well, that's one time I agree with you. You, look at this. I went all the way to El Paso to get this thing for your wedding present. Huh? Go on, open it up. Something practical for you.
Practical.
Yeah, well, I meant it to be funny, Patrick. I mean, I seen you admiring these things in El Paso, and I was thinking of Neal Bailey. I reckon it ain't funny, huh?
Yeah. Thanks, Billy.
Oh, I thought you'd like him. I bought Teresa a big set of combs, too. I'd try these things out sometime.
Yeah, in about 2 weeks. Now, it's time I started getting ready.
You ain't nervous, are you?
Between you and me, Billy, I'm scared still.
Good morning, Sheriff.
Looks like you're going to get another wedding present, too.
Don't do it, Billy.
You can't settle things with Bailey on your wedding day, Patrick, but I can.
Billy, don't make trouble for me.
I don't want to do that. All right, I'll wait. Just as long as Bailey does.
Let them get married first.
Well,
I want Oberon's girl to see it happen. Let's get a drink.
Billy, if you're planning to go inside, you better leave your pistol here. The Padre has some very strong ideas about guns.
well, I haven't taken this thing off even to go to bed lately. Well, I'll miss your wedding.
Well, I'll leave you here. I'm supposed to go in the side door.
All right.
I thought it was bad luck for the groom to see the bride in a wedding dress before the ceremony.
I had to see you, Pat. I heard Bailey rode into Lincoln.
There's nothing to worry about. He has a right to come into town.
But why today?
I don't know. You're beautiful.
Nothing frightens you, does it, Pat?
The only thing that frightens me is that I might wake up and find out that marrying you is just a cowboy's dream.
Is that a dream?
If it is, I hope I never wake up.
The Padre's waiting. We will go in together.
It's time.
I love you, Pat.
She's dead, Billy. I should have killed him. I should have killed him when I had the chance.
No, it's my fault. care of her for me, Padre.
We're pinned down here until they show themselves.
Patrick, come back! Patrick! I'll finish it myself, Billy.
I ain't got a gun.
Patrick, that's enough. You hear me? You go on, you tell him you do what I do. You go ahead, Patrick. You do what I do. You beat him to death with your own hands. But I ain't going to stop you, Patrick. Now, ever since I was a kid, I respected you, Patrick. I really respected you and what you stood for. I remember all them lectures you used to give me about the law and what it stood for, Patrick. But now I know you were lying. It was all lies, Patrick. Give you good enough reason, and the law don't mean anything to you. Nothing to you, does it, Patrick?
Lock him up for me, Billy.